There are two ways to pay off debt, and one of them is quietly costing you hundreds, sometimes thousands, of extra dollars, even though it's the one that gets talked about the most online. Here's the setup. Most people have more than one debt at a time. A credit card, a car loan, maybe a personal loan or a store card sitting in the background. And when it's time to pay it all off, there are two competing strategies fighting for your attention. The first one is the debt snowball. List your debts from smallest balance to largest, ignore the interest rate completely, and throw every extra dollar at the smallest one first. Once it's gone, roll that payment into the next smallest. This method is everywhere because it feels good fast. You get a win early, and that emotional momentum keeps people going. The second one is the debt avalanche. List your debts from highest interest rate to lowest, completely ignore the balance size, and throw every extra dollar at the debt charging you the most interest first. Once that's gone, move to the next highest rate. Here's the number that should change how you think about this. If you're carrying a $500 balance at 8% interest and a $7,000 balance at 24% interest, the snowball method tells you to attack the $500 debt first because it's smaller. But that 24% balance is bleeding you nearly 3 times faster in interest the entire time you're ignoring it. Run the real math across multiple debts, and the avalanche method consistently saves people more money and gets them debt-free faster in total time. Sometimes by months, sometimes by well over $1,000 in interest that simply never gets charged. The snowball feels better in the first 30 days. The avalanche wins the actual war. Here's exactly how to build your own payoff plan using both the math and the motivation. Step 1. Write down every single debt you have. The full balance, the minimum payment, and the interest rate on each one. Not an estimate. The real number from your last statement. Step 2. Sort that list by interest rate, highest to lowest. This is your avalanche order, and for most people, this is the version that saves the most actual money. Step 3. Keep making minimum payments on everything except your top target debt. Every single extra dollar you can find goes straight at the highest interest rate balance first. Step 4. Once that top debt is completely gone, take the full payment you were making on it, minimum plus extra, and roll all of it on to the next highest interest rate debt. This is where the snowball effect kicks in for real, because your payment amount keeps growing as each balance disappears. Now, here's the honest exception. If you know yourself, and you know that seeing zero progress on a big balance for 6 months would make you quit entirely, it is completely fine to knock out one small debt first purely for the emotional win, then switch to the avalanche method for everything after that. A plan you actually stick with always beats a perfect plan you abandon in month 3. Step 5. Automate every minimum payment so nothing is ever late, since a single missed payment can undo months of progress through fees and credit score damage. The method that wins is the one you finish. But if you're choosing based on pure math, the avalanche wins nearly every single time. Now that your debt has a real strategy behind it, let's talk about the retirement account loophole built specifically for people who make too much money to use a normal Roth IRA. That's next.